Hey babes, it's Tef the Lazy Planner Addict. I hope you guys can see and hear me at least with some sort of quality. I guess worst case scenario, hopefully you can at least hear me. I'm getting all sorts of error messages on my end and I have no idea if this is working, but I'm running into some major technical issues and so I am holding out for the fact that maybe YouTube is just doing a whole lot of hullabaloo about nothing, but um, I've done everything I can think of to fix it. So hopefully this is working. If you can at least hear me, if not see me somewhat smoothly, please let me know in the chat. I know there's a little bit of a delay, so I'm just crossing my fingers that this is at least somewhat working because this is just terrible. And yeah, I'm very, very frustrated. I'm trying to watch it back while I'm live streaming, and I don't have the sound on, but so I can't hear. Okay, so if it's choppy video, but at least you guys can hear me, I think that's really the important part. I mean, most of what I wanted to do today is mostly talk based. So you know what? I still have I still have some troubleshooting that I need to do about this, and I keep trying little things, and unfortunately the only thing I can do to test and make sure that whatever I'm doing is actually working is to um, make an adjustment and then try it. So I'll definitely play around with it more after today. And then I have been tossing around the idea of filming, or not filming, of live streaming through other clients. So maybe something on Twitch. I've also kind of played around with the idea of doing like a Zoom quote unquote live stream, except that with Zoom, we could bring other people on and like actually chat like in real time versus you guys all just having to type everything out. So, you know, and I'm just going to work with what I've got today. I've already restarted my computer. I've disconnected my second monitor. I've turned off every single program I can possibly turn off and close, and I'm still having major issues. So we're just gonna get started with everything today. I have a few things that I wanted to go over, and then we can just start kind of chatting. And the big thing that I want to talk about is the Erin Condren new release, because the past few days, I mean, it has been crazy and there have been so many changes. But before I get into that, before I forget, I do want to let you know that if you're interested in supporting me and this channel and everything that I do run a sticker shop over on Etsy. It's called Coco and Opal Design. It's named after my beautiful little kitties. And if you use code YouTube20, you can get 20% off an order of $10 or more. And then in honor of the LifePlanner launch, if you use that code and make a purchase of $25 or more, I am also going to send you this adorable little mini kit for free. I'm hoping you can see it. I'm holding it up to the camera and I'm going to hold it up for a while, so hopefully you can see it. But this isn't even available in the shop yet, so this is going on until the 10th of May, and I just want to let you know. I did get a question if I ship internationally, and yes, I do ship internationally. So if that is something you're interested in, there is a link in the description box, and it's a good way to support me and the channel and also get some beautiful planner stickers at the same time. If you don't want to or you can't afford it or whatever, no problem. I just want to let you guys know that all of that is going on. So it feels really weird to look at the camera and know that you guys probably aren't actually watching me, because at this point with the video being so bad, there's probably no point. So the Erin Condren release, oh my God, guys, this is crazy. So the past, I want to say it's 2-3 years, even before I've been doing these Erin Condren sneak peeks, I have been following the actual releases pretty closely. So since I can remember, when Erin Condren has done the release of the new planners. Well, first off, they're releasing it a little bit earlier than previous years, but I mean, that can just be a change. I don't know if they specifically did it because of the pandemic or because that's just kind of how the days fell or whatever, but it is what it is. So, in the past, you've had to have that Erin Condren insider link in order to make your purchase. And this year, that, I mean, as you guys all know, that just kind of like got turned on its head. Seriously. I mean, I've been telling people the past couple of weeks, no, it's not going to be available like as soon as, midnight hits on the 27th, like you're going to have to wait to get the email. And then sure enough, they just put it on the website, almost like a soft launch. So it's like, it was kind of hidden. I'm guessing people that are probably watching this live probably know about this, but after seeing Erin Condren do the same thing for so long, for me, it was kind of a shock because I feel at this point, there are a lot of things that I can't predict. Or there are things that they do differently every year, but typically the things that they do differently every year are constant. And this year they've just been turning everything on its head. And it's been just absolutely crazy. And there have been kind of like, all of these different cascading effects or side effects of this. Like, for instance, the coin purse, which was one of the Erin Condren insider freebies with purchase, was sold out before I even went to go make my purchase. Now, I will fully admit that, one, I'm in the Pacific time zone, which means I'm a little bit behind a lot of people. So, other people, it would have been a normal time of day to actually make a purchase, whereas me, it wasn't. And then I also was filming a shop with me, which means I actually had to get ready and whatnot. So, I could have definitely gotten my stuff earlier, but I'm just thinking like all of those people who were waiting by their computers and checking their emails like, I really want this, and didn't realize that they were going to be doing it differently this year, because they've never done it like this, that that didn't get that freebie, and that is kind of a shame. Okay, I'm getting reports that it might be buffering now. Hopefully it's better. I know I just spent like 5 minutes talking about this, but I am so sorry, guys. Maybe what I should do is, I don't even know how to host a Zoom call, but maybe what I should do is I should figure it out in like the next 5 minutes and post a link and we can just do a Zoom call. Because I've done Zoom calls and they're fine. I don't know what it is with YouTube. Maybe it's because it's high quality. I've always had streaming issues with YouTube when I've tried to stream though. Actually, let me try something. It looks like if I end the stream, I might be able to stream directly from my webcam versus from my DSLR, which I'm trying to do right now. Would anybody mind if I stopped the stream momentarily to see if one of those options would at least make it so you guys could see me? Oh, actually, I can switch to a webcam pretty easily. I can do that from inside my streaming software. Just a sec. Where is it? Do I not have a thing where I just have my webcam? Oh, that's sad. Oh, here we go. Full screen webcam. Okay. Completely different angle. The quality is not nearly as good. But on the off chance that this is making it better, maybe that will help. I'll definitely be looking at the screen a lot more because I'm not looking up, I'm looking down. But this might have to be how I do the lives. YouTube is still giving me all of these, saying my quality is poor. Oh, thanks, Melissa, for being so sweet. Yeah, I know this is not something that I'm intentionally doing. It's just so freaking frustrating because I'm supposed to have, like, my laptop's supposed to be a really good laptop, and we pay for really good internet access. And still I can't stream. It's very frustrating, but I guess it is what it is. Oh, now apparently I'm getting no data. Wonderful. So you guys probably aren't even seeing this at all or hearing this at all. Maybe this whole thing is just a cluster. I don't want to swear, but okay. So hopefully we can sort of make this work. But if you guys like the Zoom conference idea more, let me know, and then I'll also do some other troubleshooting. Okay, where was I? Oh, I was talking about the Erin Condren release. Hopefully it's not buffering anymore at the very least. So, where was that comment that I was looking for? Someone said something really good, and I can't remember who it was and where it was. Okay, so Natalie's saying it couldn't be that only that the new release only unlocked for people who were logged in as insiders. I believe anybody could actually make the purchase early. So I did a little bit of testing myself. So I logged out of my Erin Condren Insider account, and I didn't see anything about the life planners on the home page. Welcome, Allie. I'm having technical issues. I'm sorry. We're working with mostly just audio here today. So anyway, I was logged out of my Erin Condren Insider account, and I went to the life planner page, and I could see the life planners, and I could see all the accessories and whatnot, but okay, so I could see all of that, and what I did is I added a couple of things to my cart, still logged out of my Erin Condren Insider account, and then I went to go check out, and I got to the point where it asked me for my billing information. So I didn't go any farther than that because I didn't actually want to make a purchase. I just wanted to test it. So it let me get that far without being signed in as an Erin Condren Insider. But even if it didn't let you actually make the purchase unless you were an Erin Condren Insider, the fact that you could see it on the website and then it makes you log in to make the purchase is still drastically different from previous years. And I didn't notice any website issues this year, which was actually a bonus. But as I mentioned earlier, the downside is that because people were waiting for those emails, things were selling out quickly before some people even got a chance to get their hands on it. Excuse me. Now, because the emails always go out staggered with the links, could that have been the same deal if you had to have the link from the email? I don't know. And the other thing is, I don't know why they changed it. Did they change it just because? Or, and I'm actually inclined to believe this is it because everybody's working at home because of the pandemic, and there's some behind the scenes technical reason why it was easier for them to do it this way? I don't know what that technical reason would be because all of the emails still went out. And in the past, basically what it's been is it's just been like a private secret page, and they were and you just had to wait for the link. So I don't know. Let's see. Were you able to get the 2 free items if you weren't an insider? So you were able to get the clear pouch if you were not an insider, but either the beaded purse or the Layers Petite Journal, that one was exclusive to being an Erin Condren Insider. And that was not communicated very well in the sneak peeks. I believe in previous years they were a lot more clear about that, and this year the sneak peeks made it sound like they were not doing any freebies if you weren't an Erin Condren Insider. It is entirely possible they expected everything to be gone by the time everything officially launched today. So who knows? That could be it. And then maybe, they were expecting more of the they were expecting all the clear pouches to be gone. Who knows? And the other thing that's going to be really interesting is, will the pandemic impact how fast orders are shipping out? And it is at this point really too soon to tell. I think we're going to have to wait until later this week or next week, because there is always a fair amount of variability when the life planners release, because you have the people that do jump on it really fast and first thing, and their stuff ships out relatively fast. And then as they get more and more backed up with orders, the longer and longer it's going to take. So that's going to be really interesting. And I think my order is going to be a pretty good indication of how long it's going to take, at least for basic processing, because I didn't get anything customized this year. When Erin Condren gifted me the planner, they did customize that for me, and I already have that planner. But when I actually made my order on the website, I didn't have anything customized. And typically that will have you get your order faster. So it will be interesting. My order is still showing in process. But I think I placed my order around 1 o'clock on Monday, and people had been ordering for 13 hours since then. So, we'll see. That's going to be interesting. Let's see. What I'm sorry, I'm like seeing little snippets of the chat, and so I need to go back and actually take a look. Okay, so Natalie's saying that she's sure it's a YouTube issue. It's evening in Europe and everyone is browsing, and America's also more likely to be on YouTube now. It could be partially a YouTube issue, Natalie, that is causing all of my issues. But I think at least part of it is either my computer or my internet service provider. And I say that because I was on a video call on Monday with my Etsy coach, and he was having a hard time seeing me well, but the audio was coming through. It was not nearly as bad as it has been today, but it was happening on that day as well. So I don't think it is YouTube, because we were not doing our video call through YouTube. We were doing it through like a completely third party. I guess if they were using Google servers, then you might be able to make that argument, because I know sometimes companies will piggyback off of other companies' servers. Like, for instance, okay, I should say this information is 9 years old, but about 9 years ago, I worked at Netflix for a summer, and I have some more stories that I did not like working at Netflix. It's a call center job, and people were whiny, and I was hired because they expected a lot of backlash. So, I mean, it is what it is. But apparently, at least back then, Netflix used Amazon's servers. So the summer I worked there were a lot of Netflix outages, and some of them, I think a lot of them were legitimately Netflix's fault, and I got that script down well. Thank you so much for calling. Yes, we're aware that we're having issues, but the good news is that it's not you, it's us. We're really sorry for the inconvenience. Just wait and keep an eye on it. Maybe try back in a couple hours. I don't have a specific ETA, but we'll get it. I have my tech guys working on it, and we'll get it up and running as soon as possible. Oh my God. I'm so glad I don't currently work in customer service, but I have the customer service voice down pat, let me tell you. I also worked in auto finance for 4 years. So anyway, so it is possible that it's YouTube, but I highly doubt that it is all YouTube, is what I'm trying to say. So I just need to troubleshoot it more. But as long as you guys can hear me, as I said, that's really the important part, since I don't really have anything that I want to show you. And that's part of the reason, that's actually the reason why I decided to do my shop with me as a video after reviewing the live stream from Sunday. It was fine for a while, and then it got really bad for a while, and then it was kind of going in and out. And I was just like, for a shop with me, if it was something like this and it was just voice and you're just looking at my face, it's not a big deal. But for something, I think it went out. I seriously want to hit my computer right now. Like, seriously. But whatever. It says stream status, no data. Okay, now it says it's good. I don't even know anymore, guys. Okay, I need to stop focusing on stream issues because I'm just going to get really frustrated. Let's see. SMV asks, were you able to get the 2 free items if, oh, we already went over that. Let's see. I think the screen, Melissa says the screen to choose the beaded coin purse or the journal was glitchy because you're ordering it defaulted to the coin purse. Okay. I think the coin purse was gone by the time I ordered because mine defaulted to the journal. I really liked the coin purse, but whatever. It's what happened. So let's see. SMV saying I checked out and said you couldn't purchase because it was sold out, and then you checked the site again and it was back up. That's so weird. Okay. I mean, there definitely were some glitches. I know I said that there weren't. When I was thinking glitches before, I was thinking like whole site goes down, like can't load the page glitches. I've had those in the past. And so as frustrating as this is, at least pages are loading, I guess. Oh, Allie, I'm so glad that you were able to get the 2 free gifts that you wanted. That's really awesome. I know that, there was some confusion there. And by the time, I think it was Monday evening or Monday late night when I was doing my thumbnail, I went back, or maybe it was Monday afternoon when I was doing my experiments. Anyway, I went back after I did my Shop With Me video, and by then the journal was gone too. So the journal and the coin purse didn't even last through Monday, which, I mean, shows that probably they should get more next year. On the other hand, I wonder how much of an increase in orders they got because of the pandemic. So they might not want to get a huge amount of stock next year because they don't want to end up with it. We'll see. We shall see. Yeah, Ricky, you were really lucky to get the coin purse. To be honest, though, as much as I would have liked the coin purse, it's not a big deal that I didn't get it. I'm trying to accept it. So that is that. And then I know that there's been a little bit of talk both in this chat and then also otherwise with other items being sold out. Specifically, I think it was the Layer sticker book. And then there's also supply chain issues with the Planny Pack. The Planny Packs this aren't even up yet. And I'm guessing supply chain issues because of the pandemic. A lot of these things I do come from China, and I know that there are some issues with getting things from China. And of course, wonderful, my stream has gone out again, so I have no idea if you can hear me. Just gonna keep talking and saying nothing. Okay, YouTube says my stream's back. So I actually, oh my goodness, funny story. Well, not funny story, I'm actually a little bit frustrated. So I ordered a new sticker cutter. It's a silhouette portrait is what I use to cut my stickers. I bought it first just to use for personal use, and then I ended up opening a sticker shop. I think I've had mine for 3.5 years, 3 years, something like that. It's been a while. And so I'm to the point where I don't necessarily need another one, but every time it glitches, it really worries me. So I was like, okay, maybe I should just have a backup machine just in case something happens, because my other option is to order from Amazon. There aren't any stores anymore around here that sell the portrait. Some of them sell the cameo, but I don't need the cameo. It's too big of a footprint for what I use it for. It doesn't make sense. So I find a seller that is selling it at a pretty good price, and I find out after I make the purchase that it's shipping from China. And at that point, I kind of realized, okay, there's a really high probability that this is a knockoff. I'm probably going to have to return it. And I kind of knew that before I made the order, but just after I made the order, just like all of these factors are kind of coming together. And I'm like, okay, this is probably going to end up being a really bad decision. Okay, don't step on my laptop, Coco. Anyway, so I placed my order. I love that freeze frame of Coco's fur. That's great. There's definitely a lag, but anyway. So I make the order in the middle of March, and it ships like a week later or something, or a few days later, and it was literally stuck in China for a month. And then it just came the other day. Except it didn't come because it was a pair of Ray-Ban sunglasses. And I'm like, oh my God, not only did I probably mostly accidentally order a counterfeit sticker cutter, but I didn't even get said counterfeit sticker cutter. So I have emailed the company and been like, hey, we got to work this out because this isn't cool. And luckily they've been fairly responsive by now. And it's the kind of thing, it's like the size of the package is drastically different. So, I mean, I could even show them the package that it came in and be like, here's the package compared to my hand. Here's what the thing should look like compared to my hand. And it should be very, very obvious. So anyway, that is my fun China shipping story. My point being is that I definitely don't blame them for the supply issues. And it was funny because when I first got the sunglasses, I'm like, I wasn't expecting PR from anybody. That's really weird. I think I've mentioned it a few times, but I started out on YouTube doing makeup and some lifestyle stuff and whatnot, and then I ended up transitioning to planners. And so I am still on the PR lists for some of those types of companies. I'm still on the, the Germa E PR list. And usually when I get those things, I don't get them very often, but when I do get those things, I usually talk about them on my Insta stories. Because it's just, it's easier to do an unboxing and tag them and give them the attention they deserve without completely derailing the whole YouTube channel. So at first I was thinking, first off, how did they get my home address? Because usually I give PR companies my P.O. box. I think Erin Condren's the only one that has my home address currently. And then I opened it and I'm like, what? And then I saw it was from China and I'm like, there's something wrong here. That's really weird. So now what I am kicking myself because last month when I made this order, the silhouette cutters were about $30 cheaper on Amazon than they are right now. So it pains me to go buy another one. And then around Christmas, I thought my sticker cutter went down. And so I bought a new one. And at that point in time, my business wasn't in a place where I really could afford a new one. And then, so my old one ended up working and I was like, oh, good, I can return it. But I got a really good deal on it. So I was like, damn it, Tev, you should have kept it. You could have gotten a lot of money off had you just kept it. But that's okay. You probably don't need to hear about all of my stories. But at least I can, tell you the supply chain issues, if anything, shipping from China. And then of course there's the pandemic and a lot of workers either being sick or not able to go to work and things like that. So there's a lot of impact. And so, I mean, we'll just see. I'm actually quite amazed that a lot of these companies that run online are running as smoothly as they are right now. And I think it's really great that they can help us maintain some sense of normalcy in our lives, which is really crazy. So there is all of that going on. So that was the main list of things that I wanted to go over. The other thing I wanted to do though is I wanted to, as I promised, react to some of the comments in my last video with my shop with me. I was really hoping that the quality would be a little better, but I'll just read out the comments versus doing a screen share or anything like that. I've chosen some of them and, I'll kind of let you know kind of what I think, what's going on. So this one is from Elaine Bomber. I think it was really, really funny. You can just go back to that video, by the way, if you want to read the comments for yourself. But she says, anyone else forget you were watching YouTube and attempted to click on an item only to pause the video. Thank you for taking the time to point out all of the things I was going to purchase later this year, but then I remember last year's 20% off coupon and it saved me $27. Got the layers colorful horizontal and a bunch of new accessories. And so that's something I completely forgot as well, is that there was that 20% off coupon that came with the orders last year. And because the release was moved up, it actually is still valid. So if you haven't made your purchase yet, or you're planning on making another purchase and you forgot about that coupon and you can dig it up, definitely go ahead and do that. But also, I have definitely watched YouTube videos where, oh, blurry cat on the screen, wonderful. I've definitely watched YouTube videos where I've forgotten it was a YouTube video and I try to click on something. So I thought that was really funny and wanted to talk about it. Let's see. And then Riley Levitt also said that she really loves the painted rainbow cover this year, and that she's going to be placing her order soon. So yay! You might want to get on that sooner as opposed to later, though, if you're watching. That way things don't sell out. And then Erin Shaprio, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, mentioned, and it's not related to the Erin Condren release specifically, that she has an old Oregon library card, and she's been using it to get ebooks after she moved away from Oregon. I had like a little rant or, whatever about online library resources. And I don't know if you have to be an Oregon resident to use the Oregon library system, but I do know that the Multnomah County Library in Oregon currently has a thing where you can sign up for a library card online and basically get instant approval. You don't have to go in or do anything like that. So if you do want to check that out, maybe you can find a phony address in Oregon and put it in if you want to kind of skirt around not being here. But if your library doesn't have those digital resources, that's a great way to go. And just don't tell them I told you. So wanted to share that. And then there were a bunch of people in the comments that pointed out that they got their planners early again. And then I also wanted to point out, Mimi T said that she was going to get, that she wants to get those monthly tabs that I found on the Erin Condren website. And I'm really excited to physically get these tabs because I didn't feel like it was necessarily as clear as I wanted it to be, but it looks like they're clear stickers that you can add to your tabs in your life planner or whatever planner you have that have the months on them. And I just think that's a cool idea. I mean, I think there's a lot of people that would pay an extra $5 or $10 to have foil months on their tabs. I definitely would. So I think that's just really, really cool. And let's see. Oh, and then Blue Eyes also mentioned in the comments that she was disappointed that the Daily Life Planner Duo was only available in colorful. And that is something that I've been thinking about. And I am really hoping, with all of the enthusiasm this year, that Erin Condren expands the Daily Life Planner Duo options. And I'm kind of curious as to why they're not offering it in a binder format anymore, because I feel like it would be a lot easier in a lot of ways, especially if they just offered it as inserts. I'm a big insert person, so I don't even see why they don't offer just the planner binder punched without the binder. They give you, I don't know, $5 or $10 discount. Probably it just ends up, they want to do it for profit purposes, but I think that would be a great idea. And I think they should do that for the daily planner as well. But I guess they're doing what they're doing. And so I'm just going all over the place. I think all of the notifications I'm getting on my end and the glitchiness, I think, is distracting me. So I'm sorry about that. And the way I am more all over the place than normal. But I'm hoping that with all the people buying it this year, they see enough interest and decide to release it in more options next year. And I'm going to be really interested to see how that pans out. For all we know, they're going to kind of almost re-release it right before the new year and have the other theme options then. And that would be a really cool idea as far as, you know, holiday pre-New Year releases, because I mean, right now and then around the holidays are kind of the big planner times. Right now, mostly just because the new Erin Condren planners come out, but then the holiday is the, you know, when you kind of start thinking about your planner for the next year. So it's kind of interesting how that works out. And for us people that really follow Erin Condren super closely, how this is a lot, you know, when a lot of us kind of go crazy for the new planners versus actually when the new year starts. So Allie is very new to the world of Erin Condren and excited to receive your new life planner. Yay! I was so stoked when I bought my first life planner. I was literally checking the status of my planner and of my package once it got shipped every single day, and everybody at work knew I was getting this new planner, and I was obsessed with planner stickers on Etsy, and it was just so exciting. And I have to say, in a lot of ways, I was a lot more excited then than I am now, because apart from the occasional surprise and whatnot, a lot of the novelty has worn off. I'm still excited when the new planners come out. I'm still really excited when there's new stuff to see, but just that like excitement, like a kid at Christmas, I don't quite have that feeling as much anymore. I guess I get that sometimes at the sneak peeks before the actual planners come out. That's just kind of me. It's interesting how that kind of works out. So I'm really excited for you to get your new planner, and I hope you absolutely love it. Melissa is saying she'd be interested to know what it costs them to make the planners and like what the markup is. Oh my goodness, the markup is probably insane. My guess is it costs them, I don't know, maybe $10 in materials, something like that. I'm sure the markup is insane. If they were doing like really small batches, it would probably be significantly different, but because they do a large volume, yeah, that is probably insanely cheap. I wouldn't even be surprised if it was like $5 per planner in materials. And then of course you have to pay people, and that's different. But I think they do a lot of the planner stuff on machinery, and it's just a few things that are done by hand. So it's kind of interesting. Oh, and Melissa, yeah, I do agree. I would still buy them regardless because they're beautiful, but it is crazy when you find out how much things cost. Back when I was a kid in like the 90s, you guys remember like the Beanie Baby craze, and they were selling for, I think it was like $5 or $6 was kind of the minimum they were selling for. It cost them less than 5 cents to make the Beanie Babies. 5 cents. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that absolutely insane? Absolutely. So we'll see. Allie, oh, you got the sticker sheets and the sticker books? That's so awesome. Okay, you're going to have so much fun with everything. I want to know, and I apologize if I've already asked because I'm having a hard time keeping track of like what everybody is ordering, but did you get yours to start in July? So is it like actually starting now, or are you going to have to wait until the new year? And then Michelle says, first time purchasing at launch, been buying for 6 years. Ooh, yay! You're joining the group. Yeah, the launch. I didn't think I was going to be purchasing at launch when I first started getting my Erin Condren planners, but I realized that it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things whether I'm on the calendar year or the half calendar year plan for Erin Condren. It's a lot of fun to be involved in the launch and, you know, kind of following everything. So got the July start, Melissa. Woo woo. And then so did Allie. Yay. Oh, July this year to December 2021. Yeah. So I got the 18-month, I think it was either my first year or my second year, or maybe it was both. I'll have to go look. It's pretty easy to tell when I'm actually holding them because the 18-month has a bigger spiral, or coil, or whatever you want to call it. But I decided that when the new launch came up, I'm just like, I don't want to wait another 6 months to get a new planner. And so I just got the new one. And I've been on the July to June cycle ever since. And it's kind of fun because I kind of almost have like two like new planner beginnings in the year, because you have like, January, where everyone's like, okay, got to get organized. And I don't personally like making New Year's resolutions, but I kind of like the new start mentality of, just kind of getting back on track, especially after the holidays when so many things go by the wayside. And then I also have kind of the new start of the new planners, and that's a lot of fun. Okay, that actually reminds me. So before I came onto this live stream and had all of these crazy issues, I was going to say that the next live stream was going to be on Sunday at 11 a.m. Pacific. I think 11 a.m., from what I can tell, it works decently for the most people. For me, it's not so early that I have to get up early to get ready for the live stream, but it's also not so late in the day that people that are in other time zones are up at like 1 a.m. if they want to join in live. So, half tentatively, another live stream on Sunday, the 3rd of May, though I may end up having to do it as a recorded video. But so my question is, I wanted to do a plan with me, and I think I know what the answer is going to be. So I want to know whether you guys want to see a plan with me for the first week in the new Erin Condren 2020-21 planner, or if you would like to see a plan with me for the upcoming week in my current Erin Condren planner. So you guys get to choose. As I said, if I can figure out what's going on with these streams and actually do it live, then I'll try to do it live. If not, I will pre-record it. But you guys get to choose which planner I do the plan with me in. So definitely go ahead and leave that in the chat, or if you're watching this after the fact. First off, if you're watching this after the fact and you got so far, I'm impressed. I'm very impressed, because this is just crazy rambly, and all of these the audio's okay, I think, but all the video problems. But yeah, I will let you guys choose which plan with me you would like. Any plan with me is fun, Melissa says. Both, lol. I mean, I'll do other plan with me's eventually. So my thought is that going forward, I've been thinking, what do I want to do with my channel? Because I wasn't doing a ton with my channel until the sneak peeks started coming out, and having made these videos for the past month and just kind of making them sporadically before that, I realized how much I miss being on YouTube. And so I want to definitely make sure that I have a nice foundation and I'm continuing, and I'm not just kind of higgledy-piggledy putting up videos. The past week, I've been super active because of the launch. It's definitely going to go down to once or twice a week. So my thought currently is doing something once or twice a week, and Sundays and Wednesdays would be the days. So maybe a live stream on Sunday mornings. Again, if I can get the quality issues sorted out, and then like that live stream, like I could do a plan with me some days, or it can just be a hangout and chat, kind of whatever I feel like. It can kind of switch off every week. And then maybe if I want to do another pre-recorded video, that would go up on Wednesday. That's kind of my thought right now. I do need to realistically look at my schedule and see what I can keep up with long term, but I did want to let you know that that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing. and we can go from there, because I think I mentioned it previously in another live stream. I have actually been so busy. I haven't been planning lately, and I miss it. But at the same time, when I sit down to plan, it takes me like an hour. And so lately, when I've been having so much to do and I have been lucky to get 5 hours of sleep, I've been having a really hard time justifying sitting down to plan for like 45 minutes or an hour. And yes, I could probably do it a lot faster. And if I didn't plan with stickers, I would obviously be significantly faster. But I am a sticker planner. And so that has sort of been the past few weeks. And I was thinking, if we're just going to be chatting anyway, then if we do a plan with me during a live stream, and we can chat and I can ramble, because that's what my plan with me's usually are when I'm talking. It's just a ramble anyway. So we can do that on Sunday, have a lot of fun, and then it also is super functional to me because I have an opportunity to plan. So yay! Whoa, I am seeing a lot of you guys ended up making multiple orders. I mean, I guess technically I did, because I got a bunch of things from Erin Condren for PR this year. And then I also ordered a bunch of things for myself. So even though I didn't make both orders, that's kind of what it ended up as being. So Melissa, you've been obsessively looking at sticker kits for a week now. Oh my God, yes. I'm actually really excited to get back to designing sticker kits for my shop, because I have not really been looking at doing sticker kits. I actually have to design a sticker kit in the next, I think I have until Saturday or Sunday, because my sticker subscription goes out on the 4th of the month. And I'm not finally, but I'm to a point in my shop where I've sent out most, if not all, of the sticker kits that I have pre-made as part of the sticker subscription. And so I don't want to repeat things, though. I mean, I guess I probably could. I do have some people that haven't been subscribed. There are some months where the people that were subscribed there at the very beginning are no longer subscribed. So theoretically, I could repeat if I wanted to, and no one would really know the difference, except you guys would, because I've just told you. But anyway, it's to the point that I have to make a new sticker kit basically every month for the subscription. So yeah, I have to do that in the next few days, but I've been putting it off because things have just been so crazy. All right, I'm looking in the comments. Of course, I missed a bunch of them. So nobody seems to have a really big preference with either plan with me. Maybe I should do the plan with me for the new planner a little bit closer when it starts then. Maybe like beginning of June or middle of May or something like that. And then I could do the plan with me for this week on Sunday, either pre-recorded, or if I think I have the live stream stuff sorted out prior to that. I might end up doing a spontaneous live stream as a test. A lot of times I'll do private live streams as tests, but if I test it enough myself and I want to actually try it live, then I might end up doing that, and we'll see. So Melissa, you're thinking about making another order for some of the notepads and more stickers. I know you're worried about things selling out. I would recommend you wait a little while, because usually we end up getting at least some stuff every month. And that way, if you can potentially save on shipping or something like that, unless you're planning on always making orders of more than, I think it's $75 for the free US shipping, then it's not a big deal either way. But if it's smaller amounts, I'd say kind of save it up, and that way you can get the shipping. Or if you're planning on paying for expedited shipping anyway, then you get cheaper expedited shipping. So let's see. Grace ended up making a second order too. Is it worth it canceling and reordering everything? I would have qualified for shipping if I was honest with myself and bought everything at once. Yeah, I mean, if you still can cancel it and reorder it, you definitely could do that. But Grace, I would make sure that everything you want is still in stock, And if there were any freebies that you wanted that are not currently available, be aware that you will miss out on those if you do your reorder. So it kind of depends on what you value more. If everything you got is still in stock and there isn't much in the way of freebies, like you don't feel like you're going to miss out, then you could definitely see if you could cancel your order and replace it. Definitely an option, and that would be a good way to save a few dollars, especially right now. I think almost everyone, if not everybody, could, use a few dollars here and there, do something fun with it, even if you don't need it to live, go buy yourself something else nice, The thing that I've been thinking about that I kind of want to buy right now that's completely non-planner related is that new, I don't think it's new, but the magnetic lashes where it's like a magnetic eyeliner. I think that'd be so cool. You put the magnetic eyeliner on your eyes and then the lashes stick to it. And my justification is that I never put on fake lashes for YouTube videos because they're a pain in the butt to do and I can't get them right. And they sometimes end up looking weird. And wait, is it April? You just got your LifePlanner today? Is that the new one that just came out a couple days ago? Did you get it that fast? Or is this a LifePlanner that you ordered previously? Tell me more. I want to know what's going on. So anyway, I was going to say that my justification for getting these lashes or, whatever, the magnetic lashes is that it would be really awesome for YouTube videos. But let's be honest, it's just a vanity buy. But I found a set that has pretty good reviews that's $10. So I might end up going for it. I also got myself a pair of wireless earbuds because when I'm cutting stickers, sometimes the noise starts getting to me. So, April says, yes, all the way to Canada. Whoa. Okay. Oh, that is long way away. Yeah. So Melissa's asking, do you do your own art or like purchasing art to edit? I have no idea how making stickers works. I purchase licenses for art typically, and then I edit it. And how much I edit it kind of depends. Occasionally I'll actually edit colors and whatnot, but more often I just combine things. Usually what I will do is I will spend a lot of time in Photoshop kind of putting together different elements to make my full boxes. And then once I have my full boxes, I'll kind of design the rest of the kit around it, since the full boxes are kind of like the really artsy element. And I feel like everything else, while it is pretty, it's just kind of not there to support the full boxes, but the colors kind of are. So, I actually have had the situation where I make a kit, decide I don't really like the full boxes, and then have like a really hard time replacing the full boxes with something that I really like. So typically I focus on the full boxes first, and then the rest of it is usually pretty easy. Another idea for a live stream, and this is something I've been thinking about doing either as a live stream or a video, so this could be a video too, is a make stickers with me video. And if I was doing it as a pre-recorded video, I would probably like speed it up and narrate it. If I was doing it as a live stream, I'd just chat with you guys while I'm going. Is that something you'd be interested in, to see kind of what my work process looks like? Whether or not you're going to order from my sticker shop or not. I know I kind of like seeing those behind the scenes things, but I don't know if anybody else would be interested in it. So let me know. Anyway, YouTube. Another error message on YouTube. Wonderful. April, it was ordered Monday and personalized, and you woke up at 5 a.m. to order? Oh, wow, that's crazy that it got there so fast. That's awesome. It makes me want to go check my order right now. That's so cool. Oh, hey, Christelle. Hi, Belgium. Yay. People are kind of dropping in, so if you're new and you haven't realized, the video quality is absolutely terrible, but I've been told that the audio is decent, so we're just kind of going with it, and I'm going to troubleshoot the video for the next one because this is absolutely horrendous. Great. I would be highly surprised if April did not pay expedited shipping, but I would be highly interested to find out. I paid expedited shipping for my order, so hopefully, well, I mean, I know I'll get it pretty fast once it actually goes through. So, April, I'm curious what time zone you're in, because like you said, you're from Canada. So I'm in Pacific time zone. I don't know if the time zones in the US and Canada are called the same thing. So I don't want to get too US centric on you. I'm in the Pacific time, which is -7 GMT. So if you're 3 hours ahead of me, then that would have been what? Like 2 a.m. my time, which is pretty darn early. But that's awesome that they're getting things out that fast. So that is so cool. Okay, Melissa, since you want to see my sticker, my sticker making process, we could definitely do that. Oh, April, that's interesting. Canada, it's only $15 shipping, FedEx expedited. Okay, cool. I know the way it works in the US when you're shipping internationally is it's based, most of the time it's the shipping amount is based on how much it costs in the US to get it to where it needs to go internationally. So for instance, when I'm shipping things from the US around the world for my sticker shop, Canada is a little bit less expensive than a lot of other countries. I actually haven't checked Mexico. I've never had anybody order from Mexico, but pretty much every other country other than Canada is the same price. So, okay, I'm Eastern from Toronto. April is in. Yeah, so that would have been really early my time. I think, I'm trying to remember. My sleep schedule has been so whack lately that for all I know, I could have been up and then just not realized that the LifePlanners were live. But at that point, it probably, even if I had wanted to do my shopping trip, I would have had to get ready, and then it would have just been a nightmare. Okay, so my status on my order is printing. And so I don't have any personalization, so hopefully that process won't take very long and mine will go out pretty soon. Ooh, Christelle, you ordered on Monday and got your shipping today. Be there on Monday through FedEx. Woo woo! So Melissa, your order said printing and now it says in process. Mine said in process earlier, now it says printing. Maybe after it prints, it says it's in process while it's packing or something like that. Leah, you ordered at 3:30 a.m. Mountain Time and you got your email that it should be here Friday, just the regular shipping option. That's amazing. That is so awesome. I paid for expedited shipping because I want to be able to do my actual haul as soon as possible. Well, I don't know exactly when it's going to go up, but I want to have it up sooner as opposed to later. But I ordered a little bit later in the day on Monday, so my order's a little bit further down the list. Oh, so Daisy is saying that this is your first order. How do you check your order? So what you do to check your order is you sign into your Erin Condren account, and then in the upper right-hand corner of the page, if you click on My Account, it's going to pull up your account page, and then on the left-hand side of the screen, under the account header, you click on Order History, and it will show the date you ordered, the order number, order total, if it has tracking information yet, and then the current status. So that is how you check. $25 to Belgium. Okay, so Christelle, while that is definitely not cheap, and I don't know exactly how that converts, because I'm not very good with conversion rates to most places, but for international shipping, $25 for anything that's at all heavy is actually pretty good. Or $25 US. So yeah, I actually would expect it to be significantly more, but you know, it is what it is. That's awesome though. That's awesome. Melissa, you're sad you won't be able to use it until July. Yes. Oh my goodness. That happens to me every year. I just like stare at my planner for 2 months and it's like sitting on my desk and it's all pretty. And right when I do any of these live things, I always kind of put the new stuff on my desk next to me. And for this one, it doesn't really matter because you guys can't really see me very clearly anyway. But typically, I put it there in case there are any questions and I have to hold it up and stuff like that. So every time I look over, I'm just like, prettiness. At least I can use some of the other stuff sooner, like the stickers and stuff like that. But yeah, the planner is kind of sad that I can't use it. Oh, hey, Debbie. I'm so awesome to hear that your order shipped out today. I am super excited that these orders are shipping out really soon. In the past, I definitely have seen a lot of variability in when the orders ship out for the new Life Planner release. And I think the sooner you place your order, the faster it ships. But I also think it's a case of the sooner you place your order, the less bogged down they are. And so the more availability they have to ship the order really fast. But I was expecting delays this time around because of the pandemic, and I'm really glad that we're not experiencing crazy delays. I also hope that everybody's safe there, but Erin Condren seems to care for their people, so I hope they're doing right by everybody. So Christelle's saying you don't mind very much, you just try to get a coupon every time you order. Yeah. Pauline got your tracking number today. Awesome. I am going to be refreshing my page the whole time. Seriously, the rest of the day just to hear you guys are getting all of your stuff so quickly. That is so awesome. Michelle is asking, do I have Facebook or Insta? So I have Facebook. I don't really use it. But I have been pretty active lately on Instagram stories. So my handle is Tef Williams, same way it's spelled here. No spaces, no special characters. So it's TEPHWILLIAMS. I think I added a link to my description. I'm also Tef Williams on Facebook, and you can definitely follow me there. But pretty much all that I have on Facebook and have for quite a while is things that were initially posted on Instagram, and I had the option to just repost to Facebook. So while you can definitely follow me on Facebook, it's not where I normally am most of the time. But I have been doing a lot of what I'm doing for the moment on Instagram and a lot of like complaining, like good-natured complaining kind of, and behind the scenes, like I was having some uploading issues on Monday night, Tuesday morning for the Shop With Me video. And so I was giving updates. Oh my goodness. It was like this whole thing. So let me kind of walk you through this for anybody who was not aware. So, Monday was kind of a crazy day for me. So I woke up to find out that the Life Planner stuff, had been released earlier than expected. Or was available to order earlier than expected. So, I jump out of bed and I'm like, okay, I gotta get ready because I wasn't expecting to have the link until like 9 or 10 a.m. And I had a video call with my Etsy coach at 9. So I was like, okay, I'll start filming like 10:30, maybe 11 if I can get ready before then. So I ended up getting ready beforehand, but by the time I was ready, it was like, I think 8:15. I'm like, there's no way I can film this in 45 minutes. It's just not gonna happen. So, So I get on my video call, and then first my Etsy coach is like, what's going on? Why are you wearing so much makeup? Because I don't wear makeup on a normal basis. For normal video calls, I'll typically put on mascara and brows, and that's it. And you just got to deal. But I guess for YouTube, I like to glam it up for you guys. So that like really threw him. And then so afterwards I filmed my Shop With Me video, and I've done those a few times. So, nothing huge happened during filming that you didn't see. I had a little mini hissy fit about a pair of gold scissors. That was kind of funny. I actually was legitimately disappointed about the gold scissors, but that's okay. I'll get them another time. And so afterwards, I quickly had to get some orders for my Etsy shop printed and packaged. And I actually have a bunch of them that I have to do today. So I probably should leave in the next, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. We'll see. I have a lot that have to go out today. I've been doing them kind of day by day, whereas previously I've been doing them in like chunks. So I'm not going to the post office any more than I have to, but lately I've been having to. So anyway, I quickly got those printed and I got them packaged, and I got a couple other things for my other Etsy shop package. And then I edited the shop with me video and set it to export while I went to the post office. Went to the post office, got home. It wasn't done yet. I wasn't expecting it to be done yet. So I went and I like laid down. I didn't want to sleep, but I just kind of wanted to rest. And I did that partially just so I had a little bit of a timeout, but partially so that I wasn't using up my computer's power, because doing anything else on my computer can slow down the export. So the export gets to the end and it gets to 100%, and then it like just does nothing for like 30 minutes. And I had this issue last week, so I knew what was going on, and I knew it just had to like sit for a while, which is ridiculous, but I didn't know how long it was gonna sit. So I just kind of had to keep an eye on it and see what was gonna happen. So after that was done, finally I set it to upload on YouTube, and I'm like, okay, so now I can go take a nap. And I think it was like 4 or 5 p.m. at this point or something like that. And I've been really tired for the past week. I've been basically sleeping whenever I can. So I set it to upload, and I did what I thought I needed to do to set my computer to not go to sleep. And then I went to go take a nap. And then I checked on it. I think it was like 45 minutes or an hour later or something like that. My computer was asleep and it wasn't uploading. It's like, damn it. So I go and I have to restart the upload. And it's just behaving really weird. So I let that go for another hour. And I'm just like, this is not working. So I stopped that upload, and it looks half stopped, but then it doesn't look stopped on other screens, and it's really weird. So then I decided to upload it again. And this time, what I did was I opened some video files and in VLC, which is a media player, and I put them like in a playlist, long video files. I put them in a playlist, put it on mute, and set them to play in the background, because it won't interfere with the upload all that much, but my hope was that if I have video going, my computer would not go to sleep. So I do that while I, try to get some sleep. But at that point, I cannot sleep. I am just too wired. I just keep checking on it and checking on it and checking on it. Oh, hey, Miss Lee, or Natural Beauty Within. We are like YouTube besties, I guess I would call it. She's my YouTube buddy. Thank you for dropping in. Yay. I am telling my story of getting up my shop with me video. I know you watch my Insta stories a lot though, so you probably have seen some, if not all of this. Maybe you didn't, I don't know. So at this point, I'm just so wired. I can't go to sleep, and I'm waiting for this thing to upload. So finally, after like an hour, it is creeping along. And I decide, okay, there's no way I'm going to be able to sleep. And at this point, my initial plan had been to go to sleep really early and then wake up at 5 a.m. to do the thumbnail and to optimize everything. But I didn't want to do that anymore, because I didn't want it to crash again. And then, like, obviously I didn't want to, like, I'd promised that it was going to be live at 8, so I wanted it to be live at 8. So I ended up going and doing the thumbnail, and I think I was talking to you, Miss Lee, while I was doing the thumbnail, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so tired. I'm doing this thumbnail, and you're like, you should have my thumbnail guy do it, and I'm like, no, it has to be done tomorrow morning. So I'm doing this thumbnail, and I'm anxiously watching as this YouTube video uploads, and so the second upload for this YouTube video looks to be going normally, but the first video that like half uploaded and then crashed on one screen still looks like it's uploading, which is the weirdest thing, even though I canceled it and like done everything. And I'm just like, I am not even going to close tabs right now because I don't want to mess anything up any more than it already is. So the second upload finally gets to the end of uploading and it says processing. I'm like, awesome. Okay, we made it. It's processing. We're good. I was still working on the thumbnail at that point in time. So, I'm doing that. And by the way, the thumbnail that I had for that Shop With Me video, it looks like the background is just the Erin Condren website, but I actually screenshotted each of those items and placed them in there so that they would be close enough together that it would actually look good. Otherwise, it would just be like really spaced out. So even though it looked simple, it actually took me a long time. And so I'm doing this thumbnail, and when I'm done with the thumbnail, I'm realizing that the video that I had just uploaded, like an hour and a half later, or maybe 30, 45 minutes, I don't know. It was like 2 a.m. at this point, so I don't even remember what the time frame was, but it was still at 0% processed. And I'm just like, I'm gonna have to go through this again? Seriously? And then at that point, the video that had looked like that I had canceled but looked like it wasn't canceled was slowly creeping up in the amount that it had uploaded. I think it was like almost at 90%, and it had been saying that there was like 2.5 hours left on the upload for the last 3 hours. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna wait until this is done, and then I'll figure out what to do, because I don't want to confuse the system any further than I have to by uploading the same video again. So I go get something to eat, and I should also mention to you, my body's been doing this really annoying thing lately where instead of feeling hungry, I feel nauseous. And so it's like eating is the last thing I want to do, but it's the only thing that's going to cure it. So during this whole time, I'm feeling nauseous, and for some reason, I think I was just so tired. Eating wasn't helping. So after a while, I'm like, I've had enough food. Like, this is ridiculous. So I'm like nauseous and really tired through this whole ordeal. And so I go and I finally, I just make myself a little something, and I get some water and some tea, and I sit down because I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to babysit this for like another 3 hours. And then it went from 0% processed to completely processed. And this was at like 3 a.m. And I was like, thank you. And I drank my tea and I went to bed. So that is my story of what happened on Monday and like Tuesday really early morning, and the craziness that I went through to get that Shop With Me video up by 8 a.m. Because usually for videos, I don't typically promise it will be up by a certain time. So I'll just be like, if I have a problem with it uploading, I'll just deal with it in the morning. And this time around, I was just like, nope, I have to get it done. I promised. Because, with the release stuff and people wanting to be there for the premiere, I did want to set and actually meet the expectations. So that was crazy. And then so yesterday, I watched the premiere, and then I crashed for 3 hours. And then I got up because I had a Zoom call with some relatives who live outside of the country. And so that was kind of interesting. And then I packaged orders, and then I went and I slept again. And I was up really late last night, and I forget what I did. And then I slept again, and I got up today, and here we are. So that's been the last couple days that I have been doing. So all of my stories, I think I'm out of things to talk about, to be honest. As I said, I do have a lot of orders that I have to fill today, but I will give you guys a couple more minutes while I read through the comments and kind of get caught up to ask me anything else or whatever before I go. So let's see. Pauline, did I congratulate you on getting your tracking number? I mean, like, you didn't give yourself the tracking number, but that's still really awesome. Oh, yeah, because I was asked about Insta. Oh, thank you for following me on Insta, Michelle, and thank you for tagging me in your Insta story, Allie. Melissa, you started a new Instagram because you're considering starting a YouTube channel in the future, but you wanted an Instagram account that would be for that. That's a really good idea. I used to have a personal Instagram account, and I put that, I'm not sure if you could see, but I had quotes around that. And the reason why I say that is I didn't really do anything on that Instagram account. And then I ended up just switching over to my Tef Williams Instagram account. And now I also have another Instagram account for my sticker shop, Coco and Opal Design. So prior to this week, I have been trying to do Instagram stories that are sticker shop related on the Coco and Opal Design Instagram, and anything that is related to my life in general on the Tef Williams Instagram. But with the new Erin Condren release and everything like that, it just made a lot more sense to do it on the Tef Williams Instagram. And I think I might end up just kind of continuing doing Instagram stories, because I can be like a lot, not more candid, but like when you have a sticker shop Instagram or any professional, well, technically Tef Williams is a professional Instagram, but when you have an Instagram that is connected to a business like a shop or something like that, you do have to kind of keep that in mind. Whereas Tef Williams is kind of like a personal brand, and I kind of just like share my life with you guys. And so I can just talk about stuff a lot more casually. It doesn't necessarily have to have as much focus, and I can just share my life. So I probably want to continue doing that as well. Tebby, yes, I have been busy. I am so glad for it to be over. But now the rest of the week, I have to catch up on all the stuff I haven't done because of all of this. Debbie joined Instagram just to follow the fellow planners. Woo-hoo! I need to start actually posting on Instagram, like actual pictures. As I said, I'm pretty active on Insta stories. I haven't been really doing too much with pictures. So we'll see. It is what it is. I have a hard time keeping up with regular Instagram posts. So I post when it kind of moves me to do so, but it just happened. Oh, Melissa, thank you for following me on my sticker shop Insta. Yay! Heart for doing that. All right, so I think I am going to go now. I am hungry yet again, and I've been on here for a little under an hour and a half now, hour and 15 minutes, something like that. So this has been a long hangout, especially with all of my, video issues. Thank you guys so much for putting up with the crazy video. Ooh, cats are in the background. You can't see them very well. You guys have probably been staring at them the whole time, but I haven't been. So thank you for putting up with my video issues and chatting with me, even if you could just hear my voice. And I will try to get these issues worked out for the next live stream, whenever that is. Look out for something from me on Sunday. What was that? The 2nd of May? The 3rd of May? What day? The 3rd of May. I don't know what it's going to be yet. If it's going to be a live stream, I will try to schedule it a little bit ahead of time, but definitely keep an eye on my Insta stories, because that's typically where I let you guys know everything that is going on kind of in real time. Plans change, or if I'm thinking about something. So yeah, if you want the most updated information, or you want to give me feedback, that's kind of the way to do this. Bye, everybody. Thank you guys all for coming also, by the way. I really, really appreciate it. And this has been so much fun. I definitely want to get the issues worked out and do this more often. As I said, maybe if I can do a live once a week and then a pre-recorded video once a week, once I get the kinks worked out, that'd be awesome. But I will keep you informed, and I will see you guys next time.